Here's a interesting pistol I almost forgot I had. It's a Tingle 44 single shot target pistol. And apparently this Bob Tingle, the guy who came up with this, made the originals. This one's made in Italy. It's a reproduction. He made the originals from surplus rifle barrels and scrap metal. This would be back in the late 50s. I think it was 1959 he put the first one of these out. And I think he even tried calling them a Magnum or something, but he ended up running into a little trouble with Smith & Wesson over the name. Anyway, Marstar had this used one, and I was kind of fascinated by it. And I did a little research on it, and I said, you know what? It might be interesting to have one of those. So here it is. Price is right, so I bought it. And it sat in the gun cabinet with the other ones for a couple of years. And today I decided to go to the range, and I actually moved this gun to take another one, because I was to get at another one. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna screw around with that today. So I'm going to take this out the range, and hopefully I can figure out how to load the thing and shoot it. You know, loading it should be interesting. I'll just go at it, I guess, like a ordinary muzzle loader. Of course, it doesn't come with a RAM or anything. I can't find much information on the gun itself. Mostly what I've been finding is just information about the man who came up with this thing, this Bob Tingle. So I guess he's quite the ornery character, World War II vet, and I guess he had a knack for making things out of steel. So he started using surplus barrels and scrap and came up with these. And the story goes, they shoot very well, and they're great for targets. So let's find out if all this is true, and we'll head out to the range and get some smoke and balls flying here. So that 450 ball, the 451 ball went in there real easy, maybe a little too easy. So let's see if I can murder a dead gopher here. And I ain't touching that trigger till I'm on the target, because it is super light. So this time I tried a 454 round ball. I'm just loading it, the ramrod, out of my pistol. My Plains pistol, and it went in pretty good. And again, it's 26 grains, so I totally missed the gopher. So I got my stand out for some reason. I got the super flinches today, so let's see what happens here off the rest. I'm telling you, man, that trigger, you just think about it, and that thing fires. Looks like I missed again. I have no idea where those balls are going. So I tried a bullet at a semi-wad cutter, 452 I think it is. Wow. Oh, that was quite the experience trying to get that down its throat. So I think I'll stick to the round ball. See this thing shooting high or low. I'll aim for the bottom of the gopher there and see what happens. Still missed him. You do get quite a spray in the face, so wear glasses. I tried a 454 bullet. That was a mistake. Got it halfway in, and I had to get it out. So I went back to the 454 round ball. And see if I can hit that damn target. So I'll aim high this time. Maybe that's the problem. See, I missed again. So it must be a one of those caps like going right down there. The issue may be windage. So you want a standard revolver. And I'm actually using bore buttons. Wonder wads, same thing. That's a 50 cal ramrod, fits in there fine. Now I got the bore butter in my pocket because it's cold out. I'm just putting a little bit around the edge of the barrel. Use another 454 ball here. Now, if you're going to use the bore butter, especially that much, you're going to want to make sure you get a wad or something in there, because when you put the ball down, you don't want it mixing up with your powder. So I'm just using a standard 50 caliber starter. Now this rod's a little short. So that's it though. And number 10 percussion cap. It's on half cock. Fire. See if we can make that trigger a little less sensitive. Let's aim to the right. Idea where that bullet's going. I nicked the very top of that gopher target, so unfortunately I don't know which shot did that. So I'm going to switch over to 50 and see if that shows me where things are. Gotta be careful with the pinch points when you're loading those things. It grabbed my damn hand when I was pushing the ball down there. She's kind of an evil thing to load. Aim lower this time and see what happens. I see nothing. I aim right under the target this time. So this thing is shooting like a walker, really, really high. Aim really low with Mr. Gopher here and see what happens. Got him. Wow, this thing shoots high, man. So there it is. It's dead center. Like the windage is bang on. But you gotta pretty much aim in the middle below the target. So you don't even have the front sight in the target at all. I decided I'm gonna try a Firedex pellet, which is about 30 grain equivalent. And I'm going to aim at that there 50 meter. An extremely hair trigger. It worked. Switch back to the GoX 3F. I just shoot, seems to flight better. We'll go at the 50 again. I'll aim a little higher. Go right on the base of the target. Yeah, I definitely like the GoX better. Looks like it's another miss. Nothing. Another miss. This is getting annoying. The guy, he ain't gonna multiply. So you want the front sight just coming up on the bottom edge of the rear sight. I was trying flush with the top like I usually do. It's not working here. Right at the top of the target, right on the border, just top left to the center there. Put 2 inches. She took a hit there, so it's still shooting high, but at least now I know where to hold. Oh yes. There we go. So I had the sight on the front, or the star there, right at the bottom, and now it looks like I flinched a little to the right. Well, at least I know where I'm at with the sights now. Figure I'll take one more shot at that gopher. Now they know where to hold, I'll try it freehand here, or standing. Oh yeah. Yes. Just on the left there in the center. Keep saying one more shot. It's now I know where to hold the thing. It's getting fun. Figures I miss it that time. It was my first adventure with this Tingle pistol. It looks like a revolver, but it's a muzzleloader. And I think once a fella gets onto it, they could have a lot of fun with this. And I'm just starting to figure it out. I never did clean it. I've been between putting the wad down on top of the powder, and I'm putting quite a bit of bore butter in the end of the barrel to make that ball go down easier. The last two shots was with a 451 round ball. It's starting to snow. And it seemed to do alright, but the 454 you can feel it going through getting into the rifling, which is what you want. So I liked it, this gun. It's different. It's really different. The only negative thing about it is when it fires, it tends to spray a little bit back in your face. You can feel some of the powder the gases are escaping. It's not bad, but you should wear glasses anyway. With this kind of gun, maybe safety glasses would be even better. But other than that, figuring out where to hold the sight, and despite how crude those sights look, well, the front one's really nice, but I think if a fella put a little touch of white paint there, I'd be gunning for the 100 meters with this thing. Normally with this style gun I like to just stand and fire it, but I was using the rest there just to find out where the hell this front sight needed to be. It's quite the gun. It's got that nice case hardened frame on it. But yeah, I will be coming out with this fella again. The Tingle 44 muzzleloader pistol.